This is your standard H pattern gear stick. It's called a H pattern gear stick because in the old days, when you only had 3 gears and reverse would be where 4 is today, it will make the pattern H. To use the gears, you've got to follow these white lines. You can't go across the black. So there's no diagonal. You've got to go left and right and forwards and backwards. Right, to select first gear, it's all the way left and then forwards. Now don't worry about reverse, because to get to reverse you've got to push it down, then it goes further, and then you can select reverse. So for first gear, repeated, it's all the way left and then forwards. And then gear 2, you hold it left and pull it all the way back. For gear 3, push it to the middle so it self-centers. Very important you let it self-center, otherwise you might get 1 or 5. The gear stick knows where the middle is better than we do, so we let it find the center itself. Then we push it forwards, and then from gear 3 to 4, very easy, straight back into 4, and from 4 to 5, push it forward so it self-centers again. You can actually see when I pushed it forwards there, actually kind of left my hand, and you see it does actually want to spring to the middle. You want to feel that and let that happen so you don't go into 3 by accident when you want 5. So I'll do that again, just push it forward so it pops to the middle, and then all the way right and then forward to 5, and from 5 to 6, if your car has 6, just hold it right and pull it back into 6, and then push it forwards so it pops for neutral. It's important to note that if you're say in 4th gear and you want gear 1, you don't have to go 3, 2, 1. You can actually skip gears and go from 4 straight to 1. That makes it a lot quicker if you stop in 4th and you need to start off again in gear 1 straight away. A good tip to help you use the gear stick is to use the palm of your hand. And if you want one of the left gears, put your palm like this, tilt it to the left, and then you make sure you're holding it left for 1 and 2. If you want one of the middle gears, don't put your hand on the side, just put the palm at the back and forwards for 3, or at the front and backwards for 4. And if you want gear 5 and 6, hold the palm on the right, or pointed towards the right, push it right, and then it makes sure you're going to definitely be right, and you're going to get 5 and 6 and not 3 and 4. I've been holding it mostly like this for the demonstration just so you can see the numbers on the top, but I generally hold it like this when I'm driving. So common mistakes people make when they're trying to learn the gear stick is 1, if they're in say gear 3 and they want gear 1, they try to push it left directly, and of course you can't go directly to 1. You've got to pull it back to the middle, left and then forwards. Another mistake is when going from 1 to 2, instead of holding it left and making sure they get 2, they don't hold it left very firm and the gear stick springs to the middle and they end up getting 4. Another one is going diagonally. So let's say you stopped in 4th and you want gear 1. Trying to go diagonally works sometimes, it worked that time, but it's a bit hit and miss, and sometimes you don't push it left hard enough and you end up going to 3 instead of 1. Another one is when pushing it out of 4, instead of letting it pop to the middle and self-center, they push it a bit too far and they end up getting 3, and they might want 1. So it's important to let it pop to the middle and self-center and not push it so hard that you end up in the next gear and you're trying to get 1 from gear 3. It's not going to work. So gently forwards, left and then forwards again. Now in trying to keep these videos as short as possible, I've broken this one down into 3 parts. The next 2 parts will be how to change gear smoothly and when to change gear. If you want to get those parts, please subscribe.